Hi, it's Brian Thomas from the 55 KRC Morning Show here with Kyle, the owner of Kyle's Gun Shop. Find him on the web at kylesgunshop.com. I am a customer of Kyle's Gun Shop. Bought a couple of things from him, bought some ammunition from him. Great people to work with, very knowledgeable, and if you're a first-time buyer, they're not going to steer you wrong. They don't carry any garbage, plus they will make sure that you're comfortable and happy with your purchase. And speaking of purchases, you know, I understand there are all kinds of supply and demand issues going on in the world of firearms right now. You guys do have a lot of inventory in. You're constantly getting new inventory in. But tell me about what's coming out the first of the year. You were excited to mention a couple of products.
Well, the Springfield XDS is going to be coming out in a 9 and 40. Right now it's only out in a 45.
Right.
So they're planning on... it hasn't been officially announced, but it's coming.
Something else to look forward to.
The whole, all the Springfield fanboys have been calling for a single stack for a really long time,
right.
And they finally came out with one. But there's not quite as much buzz around it as I expected because it's a 45 and it's really small. And they are going to be coming out with the 9 and the 40, I'm sure.
But it'd be a good concealed carry option for someone if they're looking for one.
I would bet that they're probably going to release that at the SHOT Show. They'll introduce that SHOT Show in January in Vegas. We're actually going to be up there doing a bunch of buying. We're going to be trying to go direct with a couple of different manufacturers, like maybe Noveski, Bravo Company, stuff like that.
Good.
I'm trying to work some deals on some ammo and that sort of thing. Ammo's just been tough to get lately.
Oh, without question.
And the prices are going up on it a little bit.
Again, it's a constantly rotating stock. Yep. What you're ordering, you get it.
Exactly.
You get it. Now, and finally, let me ask about the whole idea about Class 3. Mm-hmm. Class 3, special qualification, suppressors, short barrel weapons, the kind of stuff that most people can't own, or at least the perception is you can't own them.
Yeah.
You're a Class 3 dealer.
We are.
And you're going to have these things available.
Right.
Does that mean that could I come in off the street and just buy one?
You can. There's two different ways you can do it. Well, actually, there's three, but there's only two that are easy to do. Number one, you can get sign-off from local law enforcement.
Okay.
And apparently, Sheriff Neal, whenever he takes, is he in office yet? Whenever
he
takes office,
January 1st.
He said he would sign a Form 4.
Oh, great.
That's something that Simon Lease wouldn't do.
Right. Well, of course.
So he said he'd sign the Form 4. You have him sign the Form 4, but there's another way you can do it. It's called an NFA trust, and basically you get an attorney. They create a revocable trust. You can put multiple people on it so that multiple people can possess the items. You have to keep a copy of the Form 4 with it wherever it goes. If it crosses state lines, you have to notify the ATF, that kind of stuff. But what it does, the nice thing about it is you can have heirs on the trust. So once you pass on, you can pass it on to your kids. Whatever.
Oh, neat.
And then also local law enforcement doesn't need to know about it. So that's
pay your $200 freight though, right? For
you
the
still
feds.
have to pay the $200 tax stamp.
That's one thing you got to mention. It's like it's going to cost you $200 under any circumstance, and of course it's going to go to the feds.
And it takes 6 to 8 weeks also for the whole process. But we have a couple of short-barreled rifles already. We've got some nice stuff. We got some of their 11.5-inch ones. We've got a 14.5 coming. We've got a short barrel. Bulgarian SLR. We're also going to be getting a bunch of suppressors in. I just placed the order last week, so about 6 weeks we'll have a bunch of suppressors in the shop ready to go.
One more area that you can consider, kylesgunshop.com. Find them on the web, and always good talking to you, Kyle.
Yeah, good talking to you.